Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Jones. He's going to look deep down the field. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Vikings. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Well, most quarterbacks, when you talk about their big playability, you talk about the arm, but this, an absolutely huge play with a leg.
And also with his mind, because he had to see this play develop in order to make the decision to keep it and run. And how about him looking up and seeing the seas part for him once he got past the line of scrimmage? My first thought, I think he can go all the way, and I'm trying not to take over your call of this play, partner.
Second and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Saints have moved out in front. The extra point up and good by Garibay. And that makes the score 14-7. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown, and their last time out looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Jones on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. On On second down, here's Mitchell. And he's got room. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Elijah Mitchell, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Vikings are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one.
14-14.
Now Jones throwing to start the drive. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Chris Wormley able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well, so that back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield in open space, that's dangerous as well because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's complete to Hopkins.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
From the gun, Jackson. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the...
And it'll be intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Back to throw. Jones. Complete. This is Mitchell.
And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. That caught by
tremble. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
On second and goal, Jones. That's caught at the 1. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a third and goal situation.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
They'll try to run with Mitchell. No gain on the play, and what to do now on fourth and goal. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays. Because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
They'll go for it and run a little touch pass here. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. The trick play does not pan out here on fourth and goal. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. And to be frank, Charles, maybe they just got a little too cute there.
Not just a little too cute, but maybe a bit overconfident. It almost felt like they could dial up anything there and it would work. And they were going for a big hitter on that play. Because you don't call that just to pick up short yardage. You're trying to take that one to the house.
They dug deep in the playbook. Probably wish they had not. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
From the 29, Jackson toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, Gibson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. Touchdown, Saints. DeAndre Hopkins, 30 yards. And the Saints have moved out in front. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead is now 21-14. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side, all right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
That's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
23 yards on the play. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. And a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
On 2nd and 10, Jones, and he's taken down here by the Saints. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack on offense. Sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Jones. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Neville Gallimore powering his way in and burying it. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return, Hardy. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now it's 2nd and 9. Jackson now. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Tariq Woolen able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this, it just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Anthony Schwartz with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point from McManus is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
The Saints take over first down 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 51 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a first and 10.
At the 49-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. To throw is Jackson. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. They go play action with Jackson. Looking for Hopkins, and he's got him on the crossing route. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And they run the option here on first and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Now Jackson. His pass caught at the 4. To the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll run with Gibson. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Antonio Gibson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead now up to 14. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. Jones now throwing on 1st down. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Back to throw. Jones got his man complete over the middle. It's Mitchell. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. To throw is Jones. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick six.
Think about the way they played this entire game. Not only did they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Garibay on to attempt the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Jones on 1st down. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Vikings.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 23. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
GG's, brother. Good GG's, bro. I only play for fun. Yeah, I only play for fun, bro. Don't worry. That nigga is my secondary. Some ball hawks, man. Yeah, I don't run that shit often. I don't know. I just was like, fuck it, man. Got Lamar, right? You make Mac Jones look good. To be honest, Lamar accuracy ain't there either, so they hold him. My boy Jeremy Chin. My boy Thomas. Good game, fellas. Yeah, that's why niggas keep sending me trade. I don't understand why. That nigga had 2 interceptions and a TD. He better be a superstar dead tonight. Yeah, the nigga, Laverne Thomas, Tavier Thomas, yeah, 22. I have to fly out. I'm going to Greece on Saturday. Yeah. I wish I could make it, man. I should have just tried to book it the day after, but that's a gangster ass take. I got the Celtics winning tonight, man. I should hedge it though. Should I hedge it? No, for sure, but they still in Boston, so and they're the type to bounce back from losses pretty well. So that's why I have this up. But I will hedge it. I probably use this last $10 and hedge it on y'all. I don't think y'all get. I don't. Even if y'all want. Even if y'all want. Even if y'all like this whole idea works, the way the NBA works, and if you've been watching the Knicks Heat series, you'll know the refs are definitely not on your side tonight for sure, and you're gonna see that. Mm, yeah, we gonna see, man. I got the Celtics tonight, though. I ain't gonna lie. Sorry, brothers. I didn't have the Celtics game one. I didn't even bet on that shit. I didn't know how that shit was gonna go. I definitely didn't just assume that because Embiid was hurt that they would win. That I didn't do for sure. So Tyrese Maxey, you think he finna black? How many threes you think he gonna have? Four. Four? Sheesh. Sheesh. I don't think it's gonna be Max's game. I think it's gonna be Embiid center game. I think I see 20 points for Harden, 15 assists, and like 8 rebounds. Well, no, Max. This is actually you're right. It could be Max's game. I'm lying. Maxie might have 30 tonight. Tatum gonna black every night. Smart was ass. Smart is always the X factor. He's the reason why they lose. He's the reason why they win. That yo, why? Who the fuck dropped 80? Who was this? Uh, I got D Hop. D Hop out here going crazy. You want D Hop? D Hop black and wee. D Hop going crazy. D Hop still a 96. Who you talking to me? Yo, I got $2.1 billion in cap room. What's this about? This is nuts. If you're under 230, okay. Got you, brother. I'm at what? 169 is in what? Okay. All right. Good to know. That being said, Allen Robinson, goodbye, bitch. Let me see how much. I don't got no penalty on him. Oh yeah, there's a Brady penalty on his stupid ass. Nah, bro. Listen, when Embiid plays, everything changes for the better and sometimes for the worse, bro. You got to compensate for the fact that the ball moves differently. More time is off the clock because of his style of play. He plays more at his own pace. He actually controls the pace of the whole game, especially on offense. So you're not gonna expect you can't expect as much transition like last game. Like niggas was running and gunning niggas out the gym. That's not gonna happen. You Embiid is slowing the whole game down. No. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, yeah, but what? Yeah, once he get in his bag with that back to the basket bag, it just kind of yeah, it just clogs shit up. It clogs shit up, and now you're relying on Maxi to make a double move and get to the cup or do some type of ISO bullshit. Let me tell you something. Boston is gonna adjust, bro, and they're gonna adjust. They're gonna adjust very well, bro. Very well. That's why I'm not saying I don't think y'all the better team because I absolutely do. Um, but expect Boston to adjust. Expect niggas like Brogdon and White to just turn it on. Like them niggas are gonna just be like, I bet. Like Brogdon is the type of nigga. Brogdon is the type of nigga that you never even think about, and then he gives you 20. Yeah, nah, not 30, but 20, and that 20 gonna be crazy because it matters a lot. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They got a lot in their favor, in my opinion, in game two. I still think y'all the better team though. Nah, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. They was fully healthy too, so at least we played the Heat. We played the Heat without Randall Laws. They played us without Jimmy and Laws. All season. Sheesh. Staticky. I'm about to make some tea, man. Banned from what? What, GTA? Yeah, I don't know why I feel like Derek White and Brogdon finna turn into fucking LeBron and D Wade. Brogdon Cole, he just played passive, and then like they lost. Now like they in the locker room like, all right, we got to get Brogdon more involved. You feel me? Like that's the conversation now. And Derek White, he's like a nigga who, I don't know. I can't explain that nigga, but I just know he finna do something. Remember this combo. That motherfucker gonna do something. So it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a close game every game. No, I don't see your niggas like. I don't see it being a blowout on both sides like that. Say it again. Yeah, I ain't gonna say you not finna. I'm not finna speak on that because I'm worried about the Heat right now. But I wish y'all the best. You get what I'm trying to say? I know for a fact I'd rather the Celtics beat y'all than I'd rather play the Celtics than y'all. I know that. We actually beat the Celtics on the season, huh? Yeah, I'd rather play them than y'all for sure. Um, but Tatum. Well, I'm not gonna say. Um, Embiid and Tatum definitely the two best players on the East left in the playoffs. So I can say that. Right after that is Julius Randle and Jalen Brunson, the dog. Jalen Brunson, the dog. The dog, nigga.